You have 30 days to save your family, but every quest you take can move the clock forward. So the real question isn't can you save them? What are you willing to lose to get there? Yo, what's good? You already know I'm Kenwall, and today I'm giving you everything you need to know about the Blood of the Dawnwalker, the new dark fantasy open world RPG from Rebel Wolves and Bandai Namco. It's coming September 3rd this year to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. And the reason this game is worth watching is simple. It's not just giving Witcher 3 vibes, it's given a new mechanic. Time matters, activities matter, who you help matters. And if they can pull it off, it's instantly in the Game of the Year conversation. But let's slow down, let's learn about the game before we crown it yet. Before we begin, allow me to give you a friendly reminder to like this video. It greatly helps me out. Now, let's get into the video.
Both Cohen and our players will soon find out that Bale's Angora is beautiful, but it can also be quite unforgiving.
The first thing you need to know about this game is the studio making it. They're called Rebel Wolves. This is a new studio, and the reason why they're interesting is because of the work that they did. This is a studio that was founded by ex-CD Projekt Red devs, specifically the director of The Witcher 3. This game takes place in 1347. Hold up, damn, that's old. It's the old where there is no sense of personal hygiene. Like, they all smell like shit. Their teeth are black as my tattoo. They don't wipe their ass. They probably just wiping it with their hands and then going right back to eating. It's a mess. But anyways, it's in a region called Vale Segura, somewhere in the Carpathians. You play as Cohen, a man who becomes a Dawnwalker. Human by day, vampire by night. Basically, the White Blade. By night, he's got claws, blood cravings, vampire powers, and probably the worst routine known to man. But the story setup is actually strong. Cohen's family is in danger, and the world is being ruled by vampires. The main threat is connected to Brensis, an ancient vampire lord who controls humans through fear, power, and blood taxes. Yo, these vampires sounding like the IRS. What the hell? Nah, this is some different shit, and I like it. You late for rent, and Brensis shows up like, nah, give me that neck. Whoa, pause. You're not gonna be catching vampires just chilling in their castle. They live among them, and that's what makes the story more interesting than the typical vampire trope. Now, let's talk about what makes this game different than other open world games. You have 30 days and 30 nights to save Cohen's family. That's the feature everybody is either excited about or skeptic of. The timer is not supposed to work like a real time clock, constantly draining while you explore. If I'm losing you, wait, hold up, come back, let me explain it. So, exploration does not move time automatically forward. Time moves forward when you complete certain quests or make major decisions. And that's what changes everything. Because now you're not just trying to do some checklist game. It's whatever you think matters to completing your quest, which is saving your family. You don't need to go around the map hunting for treasure boxes. You're not even going to be able to do everything in the game. And I think that's pretty cool. You want to do everything? Well, say bye-bye to your family. You're going to fail at that shit because you can't do everything. You see, most open world games are checklists, and I like how this is flipping the script on that. Now, the second major thing is the human by day, vampire by night system. This is where the game can really separate itself, because a vampire game cannot just give me pale skin, red eyes, and a dramatic coat and call that gameplay. No, during the day, Cohen is more human. Swordplay, rituals, magic, investigation, and moving through society without instantly becoming the problem. At night, the vampire side unlocks stronger attacks, feeding, claws, supernatural movement, and darker powers. And both sides have to work. When you're a vampire at night, you can choose what you eat. So you can eat animals or you could eat humans. Also, when you're eating humans, you could drain at least like half of their blood, and then you can leave them be, finish up the kill, do whatever you want, or you can just kill them, and that just leads to your corruption level. The game is asking how much monster you're willing to become to save the people you love. Now let's get into the open world, because this is where I'm skeptical on, because they love saying, oh, there's an open world that feels alive and there's so many stuff to do. Yeah, miss me with all that bullshit. I don't need another map that looks like someone spilled Skittles all over it. The open world is being described as a narrative sandbox, meaning it's supposed to feed back into the story. There are shrines, haunted sites, hidden mysteries, faction objectives, enemy operation, and activities that can affect progression or future story beats. Villains should not be surprised when I pull up after I've been destroying their organization for like 15 hours. Bro, I burned your camp, robbed your shrines, freed your prisoners, embarrassed your lieutenant, and turned your cousin into XP. What you gonna do about it now? You should have a goddamn painting of me on your wall, because you should be thinking of all the messed up stuff I've been doing. So yeah, that's how I feel the open world should react. Combat is another big piece that this game just gotta deliver on, because right now, I'm not gonna lie, there's some points where it looks cool, and then there's others where it's just like, it's kind of lackluster. The developers have stressed about making both human Cohen and vampire Cohen fun to play. Human combat is focused on swordplay, rituals, and magic, like Cohen's Hex ability, where he can do burning blood, which is damage over time, and interrogating the dead. Vampire combat seems more aggressive, with feeding, claws, supernatural movement like turning into a wolf, and blood-based abilities, as well as you can still use the sword when you're in vampire mode. On top of that, progression also connects back to the timer. Haunted sites can reward ancient texts that strengthen Cohen's magic, and some perks cost experience plus time. For our last section, we're going to be talking about choices. There is set to have multiple endings for this game, branching paths, side quests that you might not be able to do, and NPCs that can die. This game is supposed to have very specific playthroughs for each player. I just love how they're doing this everything matters, and everything you do, there is a consequence to this world. It just makes it feel a lot more alive, and it just drives up the stakes to it. I'm really hoping that this game can pull this off. So why is the Blood of Dawnwalker worth paying attention to? It's a high pressure narrative sandbox where you have a 30-day clock, and the struggle between human restraint and vampire power defines every choice. Its potential for success lies in creating a truly reactive world where side content and more compromises lead to lasting consequences and high replay value. But the execution comes with a lot of risk. If the timer is too strict or too loose, branching paths have a lot of just not meaningful choices, then the game is gonna fall into the same traps as many other open world RPG games. But I don't think so. I have faith in this game. So tell me what y'all think. Do you think the timer is a headache? Do you like it? What are your reservations about this game? And let me know if I help make it more interesting to you. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Peace.